Now this video is not going to be a straight direct video. It's going to be choppy. There are going to be moments when I have to cut off, but you will understand. I do apologize that this is a special thing that me and my son are doing today, and we wanted to bring you along. Now I'm in my favorite car park, as you can probably tell. We were going to travel to the city a different way tonight, but in fear of the trains cancelling, we decided to bring the car so that at least we can get home tonight. So happy Thursday, everybody. And I'll quickly run through a few updates for you. So my first update, if you haven't already seen, I took a bit of a tumble last weekend. In fact, we've described it as a folded accordion. So yes, you may laugh. I landed very heavily. But it was my elbow that really took the biggest fall. But we're all good. We're walking through it. And here we go. Let's go outside. So the first part of this is meeting up with a few friends. I don't fully know where I'm going, but I think I have a relatively good idea. So we will head there now and hope I'm heading in the right direction. So if I do make a split turn, forgive me. We are winging it at this moment. And as I said, I apologize. It will be a bit choppy, but it is with good reason. And the big event is a little bit later, which we will obviously capture for you. So come and join us on this lovely Wednesday evening. And the beauty is you don't even have to wait that long. It's only going to be another about 13 hours and the video is going to be out. So I'm really excited. This wasn't an off-the-cuff thing. We've been talking about this for a while, and we just made a decision like, hey, we've got to get back into the way we used to live. And so here we are. Wednesday night, Liverpool City. Here we go. And I'm also probably going to go a bit quiet because I will be communicating with my son. But I'm excited to be bringing you all along with me. And the music's already pounding. Oh my gosh. The city that never sleeps, and New York thinks it's good. There's a lady just behind me that waited for the right-hand turn cars to go, but obviously they're turning right, so she didn't need to worry. Bless her. Wherever she's going, I hope she has a wonderful evening as well. If I can't find where I'm going, I will have to very quickly pause while I go on Google Maps and find the location. Because I really don't know where I'm going. But I promise I won't move. I will just stay still. It'll be like I never went anywhere. Right, here we go. 1 second, my lovelies. Right. We're back. Okay. I will have to keep going back into Google Maps to find out where we're going. 1 second. I'll turn on my sat nav actually. It will direct us. 1 sec. There we go. We are back. And I've just realized my sat nav doesn't take me or tell me anything. But I do have it on my watch. So I should be able to stay with you guys. We know roughly where we're going, I think. everyone's out. Hello, bus. Now, I also have to preface this to say that today I do have shoes in my bag just in case. Because I'm not missing this for anything today. So if I have to at some point put them on, I will. And I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. But yep, this is just part of life. If I have to wear shoes for the whole 3 minutes, I will. Trust me, it'll be 3 minutes. Unless they follow me around. You never know. But we're just heading into Clayton's. It's beautiful. And Radio City is just there. I never saw that before. It's really nice. Sorry, I have to show you these. Look at these Labubu bags. My daughter is probably going to ask why I never bought her one today. We have this thing. I don't like teddy bears. I don't collect them. So for a laugh, I got a Labubu, and then my brain obviously recognized that it's a collector's item. So I have to collect all of them. But what I've been doing is any duplicates I've been giving to the dog. So he has more Labubus than I do, but they're missing hands and feet now. So he has a great time. I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. Once I've collected them all, my son just said sell them online. And I probably will because I don't know what to do with them. Would anyone like some Labubus? Let me know. And then here we go. Look at that. That's not where we're going, by the way, but I just love it. And every Christmas they have this rope ladder with Santa going up and down it. It's really cute. But I will show you in the winter walks that we do. I'm so excited that we're back. I know we did Christmas last year here, but we'd not been here very long, so we never actually came into the city for the Christmas events, and we usually do. But this year we are going to come back for the lovely little rooftop Christmas event, and we will take you with us, of course. Now we're in the square, and in the summer there's a little section just behind these chaps on the bikes where water pops out so you can run through water. It's really cool. Little water fountains. And this is going to be about a 8-minute walk now. Just my friend really sent us quite far to meet up. So we do this for our friends, don't we? I do anyway. And I've come out tonight without a jacket because I'm manifesting buying a jacket while I'm here today. So wish me luck that I get it. Otherwise I'm going to freeze this evening. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then I think we're going this way, and I haven't really shown you this area. Don't really come this part usually. I think I've got to cross this road and make a left instead of going straight down. So I'll do that. And we're going to turn left down here. And there's no real path. We'll just walk on the road for a second. Well, this is so daft. I've got to go to the end of this, turn left to turn right. That's what my watch told me to do. That's pretty. Just peeking out of the top. So I will resume to a more nature focused walk for next week's video. And I have a few little comments that I would like to address. When I say address, I just mean I can't wait to share it with you guys. I love it when you guys send me comments. So just because of how chaotic this video will be, I will hold off for a more peaceful, tranquil place. However, I will in a second do what I usually do. And give you a foot check before we get to where we're heading to. So already, welcome to the city. Let's go. So cyclist just swore at a pedestrian. I don't know why. Bless him. Oh, it is Wednesday. We're not quite close to the weekend yet. Maybe he's just feeling the leg of a mid-week mental breakdown. So we've all had a few of those in our lives. In fact, somebody I work with today actually said, "It's."
Any idea where the shuttle buses run from?
Oh, sweetheart, no, we're walking.
Oh my! And how long do you reckon it take from here?
Until we get there, I don't know, sweetheart. I really don't know. We're just gonna walk. We're gonna meet up with some people, and then we're gonna walk down together. But good luck. I hope you get there, and we'll see you there. Bye, darling. Oh, he was adorable. He was absolutely adorable. My watch is asking if I'm doing an outdoor walk. I'll turn it on for now because we've still got about 4 minutes. We still have about 4 minutes. So we'll turn it on for now. I didn't even know they did shuttle buses. Did you know they did shuttle buses? Oh. So we're just heading there. But there's traffic. Patience is a virtue. Unless that road fills up with cars and you've got to wait longer. It's literally telling us to go down there. That's what I mean. That's why I'm crossing here. So my son's just like, well, we can walk further down and go left, but we're actually turning left here, according to my stopwatch. Stopwatch. Honestly. Oh, we're so close. And believe it or not, we've almost done a kilometre. I mean, that's one down, right? I actually did do a park walk this week for you guys. I went to Wavertree Park, and if you would like me to put the video up, please let me know, because I was going to put it up for tomorrow and then post tonight's video like on Saturday, but I am beyond excited about this video, so I haven't really focused on that part. So if you would like to see it, but I only did 2.5 kilometers. It was a flat terrain, so it's a really basic 2-lap course, and there was nothing there. There was nothing to explore. It was just paths, and even when I came off the path, it was just flat grass. So I went around the whole outside. So if I'd have cut through the middle, it wouldn't have made 5 kilometers. So I ended the video there. And if I'm being honest, there was only one foot check at the very end of the walk, and my feet looked like they'd not walked at all. So, but if you'd like for me to post, please let me know, because I'll still happily post it. It's not a 5 kilometer, which is really sad, but it is a walk, and I was really disappointed. I kind of got back to my car and felt a bit defeated. So Wavertree Park. It's a really nice place if you want to sit and read, have a picnic. The world's tiniest little child's playground. But like I said, it's just pure flat green. And there is a fitness centre and a swimming pool there, and that's pretty much all it had to offer. So it looked huge on the map. I was so excited. And then when I remembered I was coming to this tonight, I decided, I've recorded it anyway. It is there if you guys want to see it. But I really wanted to share this with you guys today. This is my priority. And believe it or not, that little tiny building right there is where we're going. And it looks really the Q word. So I have my friends in there. I guess we'll find out in a moment. It doesn't look like they're there now, right? They've been here 25 minutes, so they should be. I hope so. Right, let's go find him. He's here. I'm hoping they're upstairs. I can send a message. 1 second. Sorry, quickly, just went to check the messages. He is upstairs. That was my second guess. Sorry, sweetheart. Thank you. Where is he? There is a second upstairs. How upstairs is upstairs? Sorry, sweets. I don't know. Oh, there is a further upstairs, but here he is. Sweetheart. How are you, Mummy?
And this is where it all went wrong. So during our meetup, that lovely thing that goes around my wrist, I was showing one of the party that, and so I removed the microphone to take my case off my phone, and then when I put it back, the Bluetooth had disconnected from the mic attached to me. So quite literally for the next 50 minutes there is no sound, and I am truly heartbroken. I was so excited for this video. I said it so many times. I completely marked myself with doom, and I'm going to now voice over as much as I can. Obviously, if you guys wish to stop watching, please do. I apologize so much, but I will, because there is going to be no build-up or anticipation of where we are heading. I'm going to the Bramley Moor Stadium, the new home of Everton, and we came to watch the cup game against Mansfield. So it does play everything, obviously, that I captured at the stadium, but no sound. The goal, the cheering, it's all gone, and I don't even know how to cope with that knowledge. But we will continue as we intended to. So here is my beautiful friend Arthur on the right. I have known this man for well over 10 years now, and it's all thanks to Everton. We met him through the games at Goodison Park, and he is just one of the best friends anyone can have. So meeting up with him, I haven't seen him for 3 years, but it was just amazing, just like I'd seen him last week. And we are doing the beautiful walk to the new stadium. It's a bit different to the walk we used to do, because I used to live on the Gladys Street. My turnstile was 15 steps away, so this one required a little bit more of our effort. But what we did find that is parking close to the stadium is not good for post-game. And if you are watching and continuing to watch and just listening to my voiceover, thank you. And you will see exactly what I mean, because it was chaos. We walked through the parked cars on the road because that's what it looked like. So it's about 50-minute walk from the car. Obviously, we made this little pit stop, but then from the stadium back to the car park again, it's just 50 minutes. There's my beautiful boy. That's Mel. He'll kill me for putting him in that video, but it is what it is. So this is the reason why the video is obviously quite choppy anyway. It was always going to be. It's just because just recording the elements that we did is 70 minutes long, and that would have been 2 50-minute walks, the game, and refreshments and everything else. But I did capture some beautiful moments, and I am now going to just allow this walk to keep on going. And unfortunately, it is kind of just silent, and it's so sad, especially at the end, because we had a bit of a bonus cheer at the end as well, and I will talk you through that later. You'll know what I mean, because we're talking about travelling to different places, and one of those places on the East Coast I know very, very well. So we will discuss it later. So here we are, just quite literally catching up, and talking about the last few years, my job, and the fact that I'm moving soon, well, hoping to move soon. That's basically this catch-up and this element. But it's so distracting not hearing the cars and the traffic, because we lived that moment and now it's gone, and that's just so sad. However, this video is for you guys, and I am just going to continue. But I will go quiet for a moment, let you enjoy this walk a little bit further. Yes, I am sorry. I'm just going to play maybe a little bit of music until we get to the next part. So enjoy. Hello and welcome back. I thought that music was quite appropriate. I was trying to get a bit of football cheering, get everybody all angst and ready to go. But all I could find was football's coming home. it's just not that year yet. So we are getting ever so much closer to the stadium at this point. You've already seen one of the car parks, and we were talking about how close they were, and we were thinking for the next games in the future we would park there. But you'll see why we don't later. And it was crazy in the most beautiful of ways. But we actually, if I remember from this point, yes, there they are. We started to see all the blue shirts all kind of honing in and getting closer and closer to that stadium. So I'm going to try again and see if we can have, a little football cheer. Let's get us all riled up for the game. Let's hope. There, much better. So we came across this little fire, and one of my friends said, "See, the Reds are out causing mischief. They don't want us to play today." Just another moment captured that is no longer captured. Just the walk. But at least we have a little bit of cheering. It won't last very long. It will fade out. But I'm hoping it's getting you guys a little bit more excited to see the big reveal. Obviously, many of you would have seen the stadium in photographs. So this might not be a huge, great surprise for you. But for me, I've been to the stadium. The gates were all locked up. I went and did a bit of a detour after work one day because I was just so excited. But I've never been in until today. So for me, and the atmosphere around, which is tearing me apart that you're not hearing that, the atmosphere just makes it all the more exciting. And no, it isn't Goodison Park. And it will never be Goodison Park, but it's just one of those things where you have to move forward with the times. And personally, the stadium is beautiful. Look at the Blues all walking. The cones are out. The drivers are going to go crazy. But for me, it was all worth it. Every part of it was worth it. But I didn't park that close, so I suppose it's easier for me to say. And I'm sorry to anybody that was stuck in there at the end of the game, because I hope it didn't dampen your evening. For me, it was just perfect from start to finish. I just wish I had all the footage to share with you. And the other thing we've actually realised, my son and I, is where we sat today. It's not Gladys Street. It's not home for us yet. The stadium's beautiful. We stood the whole time. And the area we were sitting was stood the whole time, which is very much a Gladys Street thing, but it lacked the heart. My son pointed out that it's just a cup game, so maybe, but I found that it just lacked the spirit that I'm used to being involved in. But that's okay. That's okay. We will find our perfect seats. I know we will. And we were also talking about these areas here. I think they're planning on building a restaurant, because I had said, wouldn't it be really good if they built on to the stadium, maybe to the left or to the right, and turned it into a blue village? So if anybody knows anyone that works in Everton, but a blue village, loads of little stalls for food and little stalls to buy your hats and scarves, instead of them kind of being in the roadside. I just think that'd be great. And especially if you had the mascot there and players, because at Goodison we used to get to talk to the players, meet them, get the autographs, and we probably can here. We arrived about 15 minutes before kickoff, so we never got time to explore it, which means I never got my jacket. It's our own fault. We were having such a good time catching up that we left later than I think we anticipated. And they also extended the kickoff time to 8 o'clock, because you'll see the queues and the crowd when we get in there. It was just crazy. It wasn't horrific to get to your seats, but just from the outside getting into the turnstiles, that was kind of the biggest problem. So yeah, a little village where we can eat, not the 2 things on the menu. It would just be really nice. But you never know. I'm a very, very wishful, hopeful thinker. So I strive on positivity and, oh, look, there it is. I'm sorry, I interrupted myself because that just showed up on my screen. And I remember what I felt the second that I got there. It doesn't give me the goosebumps that Goodison does, but it definitely made me ready for this evening. It was just stunning. And I also mentioned here we were like going on the timing pads when you're running marathons. So that's just what it reminded me of. But then in the evening, I think I've also recorded this. I'm pretty sure I have, but we will find out later. On the way out, because it was so dark, it looked like cattle herding. we just looked like cattle being herded. But look, this was just the beginning. This was just the beginning for us. And it's really hard to do a voiceover because I had all these conversations and I'm trying to recollect what we said at the time. So here is the security shields. We went through them. I had to give them my bag to check because, we just got to keep everybody safe. And as you can see, I am still barefoot. Nobody questioned it. Nobody came to me. Nobody sneered or made faces. It was just like Goodison, because when I used to go to football at Goodison, I was barefoot then. Never had an issue. And welcome to our new home. It's this is where Arthur was helping us find the area for our turnstile. So we're kind of aimlessly wandering, but he's directing us. And the crowd, trying to get through people, was chaos, absolute chaos. But I think he kind of led us quite well to where we needed to go. He wasn't going to the same turnstile as us. So this is kind of where we said goodbye. So, giving him a lovely hug and wishing him a good game. Bye, Arthur. See you at the next one. And I will not be taking my microphone ever again for recordings like this. It's just too chaotic. And a park walk is really straightforward. It's just me. But because there was so much going on, it was that fatal error of plugging in that caused this disaster, which I'll never get over it. 10 videos in, I'll never get over it. 20 games in, I'll never get over it. But we'll move on. So now, these are the beautiful floor tiles. We did try and get our own, but I don't know how they did it. They were sold out in minutes. we didn't get a chance, but reading some of these was just so lovely. What a great, incredible way to honour the history of the fans and previous players. As you can see, I squealed at the next one, not Alex. The next one is my favourite, Mr. Dixie Dean. I have his the sculpture that used to be outside Goodison Park. I don't know if it's still at Goodison Park or if they've moved it here. I didn't see it, but I met the sculptor who created it, and he gifted me one of the drawings. Very lucky, very honoured. And I didn't record coming through the turnstiles. It was such a tight squeeze. It's just not recordable. But we are now in. We are in. My son says, "Mum, I need to go to the bathroom before the game starts." I absolutely understood that one. So this is just the part where we're kind of taking a moment before we go and find our seats, leading my son, and I'm just going to let this bit go quiet. And the only reason I'm saying this is because the next part was so upsetting, so upsetting. But I'll explain that in a moment. So I'll let him go to the bathroom. This is the part that really upset us both. Me and Mel have exactly the same footage on both our phones. This was the grand entrance. We just wanted to lift the phone up and show you the pitch. And a guy, you can't quite see him, is on the right-hand side of me. He stopped us both and asked where we were sitting and if we needed help getting to our seats. So the big reveal, we wanted that almost coming out of the tunnel moment. We were so down. I carried on recording, but Mel was like, I quit. He gave up. And our seats were so close. But are you ready? Oh, look at this. And as you can see on the Jumbotron, kickoff was delayed till 8 p.m. and that's just to make sure that everyone got in. But what an absolute beautiful view. I'm very impressed with it. I love the bars in front of everyone so we could stay standing. And weirdly enough, I didn't notice until the sun started to set, but just below and to the left of the Jumbotron, there is the energy turbines. What? Why? So, I don't know, but it didn't upset me. So, and in true Everton fashion as well, they did this beautiful video of the memories of previous games at Goodison Park, the old players. It was just such an incredible way to memorialise Goodison Park in only the best way they could. And the lights mean Z cars. The goosebumps I get every time I hear this sound. But the light spectacles, I hope they do this every single game. It never happened at Goodison just like this, but I have been spoiled and I want this for the rest of my life. It was beautiful. But honestly, the next games that we go to, there'll be no microphone. I know I've said this, I'm going to say it again. I'm probably going to say it again and again. But watching the players come out the Z cars and the lights, the flashing, it was spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And we, like I said, we haven't found the perfect seat yet. I still think we're in the right area, the south area, which is, I would say, kind of the old Gladys Street or new Gladys Street. But we're not in the right seating yet. And it's not because of how close or not we are to the players. It's just the atmosphere. We will find it, though. We will find it. But wow. And now I have put a few little moments in of the game. The game, I won't call it disappointing, but it was not a great game. In fact, I'm probably sure that people classed it as boring on television. It was not Everton's best. It really wasn't. But the highlights for us was Armstrong. We noticed him really, really quickly. The power, and you can never forget Seamus Coleman. Seamus Coleman is I've met him a few times. He is just the sweetest guy. But this is a record game for him, or a record moment. He's now played for 17 seasons, which is a record. And obviously we have Mr. Grealish. There was a girl in front the whole game that only recorded him. I just don't get it. Like, welcome to Everton, Jack. You're absolutely welcome, and we love having you here. But the Mrs. Grealish fan club I'm not part of it. I'm so sorry. These guys are like all my brothers. I think I always attach myself in a familial kind of way. These are my brothers now. These are all my brothers. And obviously we did have some beautiful goals. And I caught the first goal. I didn't record for the second. I could have done, but I just wanted to really enjoy the moment. When I usually go to football games, I don't record. I don't use my phone. I just want to be present. But my heart was so determined to get the best footage for you guys. And it all went pants up. It's just so sad. I'm never going to forgive myself. Oh no, not again. Stop with the wallow pity party. But to be fair, because we were driving, we didn't even have any beer. We had one with Arthur in the pub before, and that's it. But I tried to capture a couple of foot moments. I do at the end of the game. You will get a full foot check, because this ground, the stand, it is grey. It is just chalky grey, and you'll see what I mean at the end. But let's focus on the game, because I'm pretty sure we are almost close to Alvarez's goal, and it was a beaut, and the roar that happened, it was so real and powerful, and it took me back to all those times we used to go to Goodison. And the crowd, although not quite the Gladys Street family, it'll get there. This was a cup game. That's what my son keeps saying. It's a cup game. It's a cup game. Me, I cheer anyway. I love cheering. But when we were so close, or there was near misses, it was fire. It was absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love my football. And if you're not a football fan, goodness, I'm so sorry. But this is like a third, fourth home to me. I can't really name number one. I really, really can't. I think I just like fitting in everywhere. Oh, there it is. And the worst part, I sent that clip to my son, and it doesn't have sound on his phone. And that's how we found out that the camera failed on me. Not camera, but mic, but But never mind. I just enjoyed this. I enjoyed being back, and we will be recording many more in the future, and the microphone will not be participating in any future features. It's just, unless it's a park. Anything to do with the Blue Boys? No more microphone. I'm watching the game again. I know the outcome. But I'm watching it like I'm there again. And although you can't hear the sound, just so close, it doesn't matter. But I got a moment to kind of show my feet, and my son, he took a photo. Let me see if I can very quickly include that in here. 1 second. Ta-da! Yeah, I can't believe how great those soles are. Arthur did warn me, actually, earlier. He said he put his... He came to the first Premier League game last week, the Brighton game, and he put his jacket under the chair, and it was just covered by the end of the game. So, but obviously that is not a threat to me. that sounds great. So I'm really glad my son got the photo. He was very, very embarrassed by it. I don't really tend to ask my kids to take photos or videos because they are still kind of affected by the opinions of others, and they don't want to look weird taking photographs of their mum's feet. So I get it. But he did do that for me. So I'm so, so grateful. And I'm kind of just talking outside of the game. I hope you are enjoying these little highlights, but it's really hard to put commentary onto a game without commentating on the game. So try not to do that. And this was Beto's goal. This was my favourite part of the whole night. We were singing Beto's song, and the crowd was jumping. It was just absolutely beautiful. And that was not intentional, by the way. I put my phone down and well, I mean, it wasn't intentional, but it fits. It stays. And yeah, the crowd was just beautiful tonight. I think these were more of the highlights of the game, as it is, full time. So this is where all our players are doing the very lovely pleasantries and handshakes. But our Everton, they always have, there's Mikolenko, he starts it. And we stayed a little longer. There is my post-match soul check. Look at that. So we stayed a little longer to wave and sing the songs and clap the players, applaud the players. And then this was it. The stadium is over half empty. It's my final little quick scale across, and it was time to go. And it was so sad. I didn't want to leave. Excuse my big fat thumb. I didn't prepare to leave. I didn't put the bag on my back. So, yeah, awkward. But I still kind of wanted to stay, but my son was like, okay, Mum, we've let everyone go now. It's like staying to watch the credits at the end of a movie. Not many people do that, but then you miss the little jokes at the end that people didn't know were in there. So you just never know. Maybe Seamus Coleman would have waved and said, hi, I remember you from years ago. You weird redhead with a blue shirt. So, dream. It's not a dream thing. He is just a lovely, lovely guy. My favorite player was Nikici Elovic. He was my all-time favourite. And I got to meet him at about 10 foot away, and I never got an autograph, and that's the saddest part. But all of the guys, even back when Martinez was manager, they were just beautiful. We met a few of the old players. So Leighton Baines, and I wasn't a fan, but Gibson. Tim Howard was my daughter's favourite, and yes, he was a goalkeeper, but she loved him. And the fact that my son likes basketball, and Tim Howard used to train with the Harlem Globetrotters to keep his hand-eye coordination as good as it was. It's just little tidbits of facts that I know, but we also like basketball as well. So my son is the biggest watcher, but I know my way around a basketball court. On TV anyway, maybe not in person. I haven't dribbled since I was a toddler, so I'm so sorry. Just verbally telling you everything. And now it is pitch black outside, and I'm going to raise the camera any second now, I'm sure of it, to show you the crowd kind of dispersing. We are still on the grounds. It did take us a while to get out, only just because every gate was open. It wasn't, the turnstiles had all gone, or the security gates rather, they had all gone. So they had opened it up wide for us all. But it's a big plot of land. Our old turnstiles, like I said, 25 steps to, 25 steps back. Unless we went to the Royal Oak around the corner, then it was a couple of minutes. But that's the difference between this stadium and Goodison Park. You will see as this video continues that the crowd stays for so long. I think there's about 10 minutes of these crowd videos. And with Goodison Park, there were so many side streets. And I know there are here, but not to the main road. But there are so many side streets, so you can go up a good 8, 9 to end up on County Road, or you can go down the Bullen side and end up Walton Hall. Is it Walton Lane? Well, it goes towards Anfield, and then obviously you've got the Stanley Park area. So, yeah, this is a very, very, very different experience. It was really nice. We were all together for a very, very, very long time. But I loved it. We didn't disperse as quick as we would have done at Goodison Park. The only thing I'm conscious of is you don't get to enjoy the pat and the after game chat and laughter and cheering. Yeah, so it's just a lot of walking in shadows and low light. But I'll bring you back, I promise. And I can't wait to, and I don't know how far in the video it is, but I can't wait to get to the little tag beat machines or the herd ramps, because to me, they're herd ramps. But this section, where I'm standing now, where I'm walking now, it's tiny, slim paving area that separates the two lanes on the road, but the lanes were completely closed. There was no traffic coming here. We went over a bridge. I think I caught that on camera. I hope I did, because it was just so atmospheric. See, herding us all. I wonder if they're for ankle monitors and to let people know where you are. But I don't know. But I think no, the whole thing was great. And if I'm sure, I turn around. I do just one last little look at the stadium. It's kind of weird because a few of the songs we were singing again today at the game was all about Goodison, and we're not at Goodison anymore. Oh gosh. But at the same time, you're kind of in awe. It's beautiful. It's modern, it's by the water, and it's a 20-minute walk to town. I really believed it was much further than that, but it is about 20 minutes into town, but another area of town, maybe places that I don't usually walk as much. But now we're going to this new stadium, and I will be coming back more and more. I will be taking you to other areas of the city centre. That'll be nice. But the crowds, as you can see, they're slowly dispersing. We even hit a set of traffic lights, and someone shouted from the crowd, if the light goes red, you have to stop, or you're going to be done for a traffic violation. No, we didn't listen. It did go amber when we were walking through. But did anyone listen to that chap? I don't know. But that was just that was the whole atmosphere. It was just jovial and happy. But the next part of all of this was the talk of the other games. So if you are a Man United supporter, that is beautiful. I love that you love your team. And I think everyone has the right to support whatever they wish to. And yeah, we'd all be boring if we liked the same thing. But you played Grimsby Town tonight, and I used to live in Grimsby. And I used to work there, and my grandparents are both buried in Grimsby. So I have a huge soft spot for the Mariners. And that's kind of the reason at this point why there are so many short clips in the video. It's because I kept going through to watch the live commentary of the game. So it was all penalties at this point. It was a 2-2 draw. Although we watched the highlights later, and one, so I think Grimsby scored 4. One was called off due to a handball. Absolutely agree. But I couldn't find fault with the fourth. If anyone knows, please let me know. But the fact that it went on so long, that is phenomenal for both teams. And we were talking about it, and a chap in the crowd was hoping to play Grimsby and not Liverpool for the next part, which is really funny because I was thinking they've just gone through the full 90 minutes and then 13 penalty shoots. What are you thinking? Like, those small teams, they pack a punch. Mansfield, they didn't really pack a punch, but they matched our energy. So, people, you just never know with football. You really don't. But the reason I've kind of mentioned it is, for me, the icing on my cake was watching them go through. And you are going to see, I don't know how long from where I'm talking now that this video is going to come up. I will cut myself off once it turns up. But we got to watch it. I got to record the moment. It was on this tiny screen in this tiny little hut with lots of different football fans. So it was, for me, it was just, it was a beautiful moment. And again, it's not against Man United fans. It's just that little pull, the historic pull to Grimsby Town. So I'm so sorry. I wish you all the best. And here it is. Yeah. That little boy, he was so cute. And we stayed there for, I think, three of the penalty shootouts there. So we kind of stayed there a bit longer. But that was the only moment I recorded, and it just happened to be that miss, which was crazy. But well done to everyone tonight. Congratulations to the Mariners. Manu, focus on the Premier League. You are all still incredible. You're not that far up the road to us. So, yeah, it's kind of the way it is in football. And I'm used to disappointment. I'm an Everton fan. So we do know how it feels, I promise. But love to you all. Absolute love to you all. And now we're heading back in towards the city. Now the crowd definitely starts to disperse a bit more. We've kind of come through a side street heading to the main road. And look, I don't remember how much I recorded, but I remember talking through to you guys saying it's quicker to walk than it is taking the car. So I know it's in one of these clips. So that's the problem with voiceovers. You're reliving the moment but not hearing it. And unfortunately, unless there's some landmark that you remember seeing, it's really, really hard to know where I am at this point because the pavement kind of all looks the same, which is a shame. But the walk was lovely. I look forward to walking it in the rain. It doesn't bother me at all. It's a really, really nice walk, and to be with fellow Evertonians as well, it didn't feel that foreign not being at Goodison, because the fans also make it what it is. Aha, here it is. Now, this part just looks like it's moving really well, and I suppose it is at this point. It's just as you get a little bit closer to the city that it kind of gets blocked up. There was a crossroads where cars had gone through the red and they're all just sitting there at the junction. No one can move. No one knows what lights they're on because they've gone through the lights, hoping to cross that junction. So, but even then, they were jovial. They were honking their horns, and I don't think it was done aggressively because of the cheering that came with it. And again, another thing that I wish you guys could have heard. Humbug. But yeah, the walk was lovely, and I just don't want this video to be deathly silent. because you guys always deserve more. You really do. And again, if you are still listening, there is 10 minutes left of this video. I do just cut now through different areas of the city. So I think I kept recording mainly here because we were around so many Evertonians that the atmosphere just kept living, and it was really nice. So we went over a bridge. I don't think I recorded that one because there was so many people. I don't think you can even recognize it as a bridge. You have to excuse me, my doggo is scratching, if you can hear that. And then we went under this tunnel, and I really thought we were so far away from the city at this point, but we weren't. And this is where the traffic really kind of hit a little bit further from here. Cars were coming out of car parks, and even though we were trying to walk across the roads, or just across the entry of the car parks, they would not give way. They just wanted to get onto the road because of how jam-packed it was. And you can see all the headlights of everyone turning, just trying to get onto the main roads. It was chaos. And I suppose that's normal for football games. I've never had that issue because I live so close to the stadium prior. And I'm really glad that I decided to take the car. The original video was going to be done via train. And as we were leaving, I changed my mind last second because we had 2 stops. There's the traffic, completely stopped. We had 2 changeovers. We had to change over at Lime Street and Central, which I found a little bizarre. That makes no sense. And so my next thought was, what if we missed the connecting train on the way home, or if the trains were delayed or it was cancelled? And I'm really, really grateful that we did it this way because there were so many fans, and if they're all getting the train, we might have not necessarily missed it due to there being delays or cancellations, but just not having room to get on the train, and I'm putting ourselves in that position. So this is definitely the healthiest way to do it. I am planning a train ride into the centre at some point, and I usually do it near Christmas as well because I don't know why, because that's when we buy more shopping and then we've got to lug it around, but it's kind of part of the experience and we just really enjoy doing that. So there will be a train ride coming soon in the next couple of months, but I want to get another trip to Bramley Moor instead. That's my priority now. The next Premier League game that I can get to, bringing you guys along with me. Next week's video might not even be nature, it just might be another trip to the stadium. I do try and break things up. I won't do that to you guys because, like I said earlier in the video on the way to the match, you guys leave so many beautiful, beautiful comments, and I love kind of talking about them and opening up. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it kind of just being us. So although the sound is gone, during this video you were part of a whole atmosphere, a whole experience. So it wasn't a direct thing between like me talking to you guys. It was us all sharing noise. So I definitely do want to do more of a nature walk. I think we're going to head back to Walton for the next video. Walton Hall Park, I think it's about 7 kilometres. I'm not sure, maybe 5. But the 5 is what we're aiming for. And from what I remember, there is a lake. I don't know how much exploring ability there is there, but I look forward to kind of bringing back those memories. I'm looking forward to just doing that walk anyway with you guys, and having it more isolated and focused on all of you. And although this is what happens when you're selfish and you do something for yourself, it bites you in the bottom. Now we are getting closer to the city. As I cross the road, the camera will go back up, and that is the Radio City Tower. And it looks so close, and yet we still had 15 more minutes of walking to do. It is that building, it's like a beacon. So we've talked about Grimsby Town. So if you come up the M180, A180, you'll see Dock Tower, and that was the beacon to go and see family all those years ago. But this is my beacon, and I was looking going, wow, we're so close to the city. I really thought that dock area was much further away than what it was. I know 50 minutes sounds far, but it really isn't when you on the grand scheme of things. But it's still a trick. It still tricks you into a false sense of security there. I thought we were like 3 minutes away from the car park, and we weren't. Big fat fibber. So looks can be deceiving, and they deceived us tonight. But the walk here was really, really nice. The city's still lit up. There were still people around, and it was so peaceful. In fact, exactly at this moment, I do recall seeing the seagulls and hearing them. They were out tonight. They were exploring Food Central. They had a great time, but we just kept walking and walking, and we ended up doing the whole of the day. I think we ended up doing about 8 kilometers. So it recorded 3 outdoor walks, but only half of this walk. I don't know why. Everything malfunctioned tonight. So after about 10 minutes of walking, your watch will say, you're walking, do you want to record this? And you click yes, and it takes the first 10 minutes into account. This time, it didn't do any of that. I turned it on not long after this, so got a kilometre. So everything decided to play against me today. I mean, the good news is editing this video at stupid o'clock in the morning is okay. I don't have work in the morning. I am going to do my normal transfers in the afternoon, but it is my work-life balance day officially, so I don't have to set the alarm. I know for an absolute fact I'll be up at 7 a.m, but it's just nice and comforting knowing that I can take my time to make sure and stay up and upload this and upload it then onto YouTube. I will see if I can add, I don't know if I took any photographs, if I'm being honest, but if there are, I will post them after this video has ended, alongside the 3 captures of the walk or partial walk. But this is where we are heading. This was the square as I came into the city earlier. So this is the return walk through the square. But I don't see the Radio City Tower in the dark. I didn't remember that they had lights on it, so it's really nice. I remember it at Christmas, but not in August. So it's just beautiful, this little beacon home, although it's not. We have the last 10 minutes of our walk now, and another 20-minute drive home. But never mind. And this is the last part. This was us reaching the car park. I'm about to show you my beautiful baby sat over there. But the reason I obviously recorded this is for our final fit check of the evening. So all I can do at this moment is just apologise for the absolute shoddy video. I will make it up to you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you. Please be kind. It was not intentional, and we will return. I will take you with me. But look at those feet. They've done a good 8.3 kilometres today. They worked, but have the most beautiful day. I am so sorry, but I needed to post a video today. I can't let you guys down, but enjoy the rest of your day. Lots of love.
This is how legends are made.